Hey guys, it's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe, and I want to do a quick pickups video. I've got a few things over the past maybe month that I didn't tell anyone. I was waiting kind of for everything to come in, but I'm still waiting on a few things from Amazon from Japan. So keep an eye out in like the near future when those show up. It's been a while since they got ordered, but hopefully they show up soon. So I didn't want to make this list get like too big. So one of the first things I got, which is funny because Kevin Twiner also did a video about this, that he had picked this up as well. I got this, I think it was brand new, but like, you know, open box or whatever, from Amazon Warehouse Deals, and it's a mini Xbox One controller, bright green obviously. They also do I think a pink one. It's a little smaller than the original Xbox One controller. It's official, but it's not made by Microsoft, but they do endorse it. The buttons are good, everything feels good. It's a little stiffer, but overall it's a pretty nice controller. The only difference is obviously it's wired, which doesn't bother me because eventually batteries run out and die over the years and whatever. But I'm using it as a spare because when I play video games with Beth, you know, I want to be able to play a game with her, not pass the controller back and forth. The only other thing is it doesn't have a microphone, you know, jack, a headset jack. So not a big deal because it's for a second player. So for 20 bucks, I thought that was a pretty good deal. I had like I think Beth had given me actually like a $10 gift card to Amazon that she had won. So I put that towards this. I think I paid 10 bucks. One of the other things I got, which, whoop, I had this a while ago, this game. Let's pull the table in. I had this a while ago, but I got kind of bogged down with games, so I ended up selling it when it was still pretty high. I bought it back because I never got far in it and I really wanted to play it. I was enjoying it. And that is Watch Dogs on the Xbox One. I think initially I had paid like 14 bucks for it and then like returned it something to GameStop for like 30 something, so I ended up making money. There's a guy on eBay right now selling the collector's editions, the limited collector's editions, for 28 bucks, and I sent him a message, said, would you do 24? He probably would even did 20, I should have went lower. And he did 24, shipped. So it's the steel case. I always like this. I don't know why. This skull that looks, you know, like it's made out of like a font or whatever. The steel case came with the game, the soundtrack, the instruction manual, of course. This box, which is a little beat up, but it said that in the description that the boxes weren't perfect. You know, this cardboard box doesn't make a difference to me. It also came with his mask that he wears, Aiden Pierce, a statue of him holding a gun in one hand and a phone in the other, and an art book, an 80-page art book, which is pretty cool. So for 24 bucks, the game usually, it just went on sale on Microsoft Store for 10. That happened after I ordered it, but it's usually 12 to 15 bucks by itself, so for another like 12 bucks, I got the collector's edition. That's kind of cool. I like the game, and I really want to get back into it. Now we're going into 3DO territory. So those who love retro gaming. So first off, and if you follow me on Facebook, if we're friends, I have D on the 3DO. BRE Software was doing a deal, and they're doing, I think, half off of used games. So I picked up this and Strahl for, I think they were 10 or 11 bucks each. I think it was like 10.50 each. D is Ken J. Eno's, I think, one of his first games. Beth and I played this the other night. We beat it with a walkthrough because it's still pretty good. It's not creepy as it was when I was a kid, but it's kind of archaic in ways, you know, like the way the movement is and some of the puzzles are very like trial and error-y. It wears thin. Is it a cool look back on like what gaming was? Yes. Does it still hold up in terms of, you know, some of the graphic stuff? Yeah, it still looks pretty impressive for an old game, but it doesn't really hold up in terms of the gameplay. It's pretty good, you know, but I wanted it because I do like the D series. I have Enemy Zero, which is a like side story type thing on the Saturn in Japanese, and then D2 came out on the Dreamcast, which I have but have yet to play. So pretty cool. This Strahl I just beat last night with my friends, with Mike and Stephanie. Beth was there too, but she really didn't like it much. It's a anime QTE game, so like QuickTime events like Shenmue, where like buttons pop up on the screen, like an old Sega CD game. Buttons pop up, you push them in a time limit, If you hit them before the time runs out, you know, keep going. If you miss it, you die. I beat the game with Mike in about 25 minutes, so, you know, probably not worth it, but it's semi-rare. It was like 10 bucks. It's usually like 20-ish when it's complete. Here are the fun ones. And by the way, keep an eye out for the Strahl mini review I did with Beth. That should come out next week. This is a rare one, and everyone goes on and on and on about how great it is. Snow Job. It's a point-and-click adventure game. You can, you know, pick up things and use items, and you have to like solve some kind of crime. Your girlfriend, who, it sounds really like dirty. It's not. It's not porn or anything. I know 3DO had some like slightly porn games or softcore porn games. It's not at all. They don't show anything. I'm about a quarter through the game right now. It's also kind of archaic because if you don't know what items to pick up and what to use where, and there's a time limit in the game and stuff like that, it really wears on you. I'm only playing it in short spurts. It's like about a 5-hour game, I think, but I'm also using a walkthrough because it almost seems like you wouldn't know what the fuck to do if you didn't have a walkthrough. It seems very old-fashioned, and that's kind of difficult for me to swallow at this point, especially having limited time to play games. I can't really sit around and like butt my head against the wall for hours, which is sort of why I've never played Dark Souls, because I hear it's just so difficult. But anyhow, it's a point-and-click adventure game with FMV cutscenes, you know, goofy acting. Tracy Scoggins from Dynasty and Lois and Clark is the like girl you're trying to save. She's your girlfriend. She's the assistant DA, and there's a hit out on her, and you're trying to stop that from happening. And it gets wrapped into like a murder mystery, drug mystery type thing. It's pretty cool. You could feel how old it is, you know, when you play it. It just seems difficult to progress. If you don't exactly know what to do, it seems really hard in that regard. But pretty cool game. Maybe I'll do a review on it one day if I want to point the camera at the screen. And finally, the one you have all been waiting for. All I have to say is, take off your damn clothes. Because it's Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. Yeah. I always wanted this just to see it because I love old games and I love bad games. And I love FMV. This isn't FMV. This is still pictures with staticky sound bites that were way overly compressed, I think, unless my upconverter is doing that. Bad music. It is so bad it's funny. It's a choose your own adventure. If you've watched the AVGN or any other people cover this, it's a choose your own adventure with really bad voice acting and still photos. That's it. And it got like fucking such bad fanfare in the days because there's a code you could put in, I think at the beginning of the game, but I tried, I couldn't get it to work, to make it uncensored. The uncensored is like half a nipple and the dude's butt. When I played it said censored and it showed like bars and like these funny faces over the body parts, but it wasn't nudity, it was just more like side shots. I have no idea why this was touted as some kind of like porn game. I just beat it, if you could call it that, a few minutes ago. Maybe one day I'll film it. I don't know. It's nuts. At a couple points, they broke the fourth wall. It's really, really goofy. I don't know what to say about that. So, I'm glad I have it because it is pretty rare. I don't have the full set. It's just the disc and the insert, but it's pretty rare, and I just always wanted to play it. I love bad games and FMV and cheesy shit and B acting, so that's hence why I picked up this and Snow Job. But that's it for now. I'll do another small pickups video when those games from Japan come in, and hopefully they come in good condition. So, thanks guys for watching. It's Vampire Mike from Sega CD Universe. Be good.